Bluey isn't really a kid's show? What if it's an adult show? What if the Healer family has secrets hidden in plain sight? What do you think?
I don't know. But what I do know is we're going to find out today when we visit top 5 conspiracy theories given by fans of the show Bluey. This is Do We Have to a Marriage podcast. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Emily.
It's a Not Actual Family Studios production. Executive producer Colin Schmedium has a couple daughters that have birthdays, parties coming up, Maskell.
Yeah.
Shout out Rose and Sylv. And we got a wonderful show today, guys. We are going to be jumping right back into 90s nostalgia, giving it to you every single week. Emily and I will continue to get deep with the deep card, and then we will jump right into what we researched and what we were able to determine to be what seems to be over and over again the main conspiracy. There are some of the main conspiracy theories. I think there's just millions of them out there on the show Bluey, which is a wonderful show on Disney. How would you describe Bluey, Em? If you were going to explain that to somebody who had never seen the show before, how would you describe Bluey?
It is the perfect portrayal of parenting in today's society.
That's great. What's the show about?
Oh,
Like what's like? No, I mean, if somebody had never seen it before, how would you explain what Bluey is?
it's a family of healers, which are dogs, and they have 2 daughters, Bluey and Bingo. And it goes through their day-to-day life with their parents, Bandit and Chili. Stuff that happens to adults, stuff that happens to kids, the magic of growing up, but also the struggles behind it, what parents do from the parent side, but like how the kids perceive it. It's relatable to not just the kids, but to the adults. And I think that's what draws more adults to the show than anything. I find myself watching it even without the kids.
Oh, yeah, I have too.
I've cried in that show before.
Sure.
There are subtle hints to things that only a mom or a dad can understand.
Yeah, it's very relatable.
But
show.
you get to see it through the eyes of a child in some cases. Or you will get to understand this could be going on and this could have happened, but your child saw this from you instead of something different. So the things that you're worried about, you don't necessarily need to be because this is what they see versus what the reality really is, I guess.
I'm trying to keep up with what you're saying.
I don't know. I just think it's a well-written, beautiful show. And I don't think it's just for kids. I think it's for all families. And adults.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just wanted to make sure that if somebody hadn't ever been familiar with the show, that they'd still want to listen, and by doing so, letting them know what the show is actually about. But before we jump into that and get talking about Bluey, we're going to jump right over and get nostalgic with the 90s. Emily and I are babies of the 80s. We're children of the 90s. We grew up on dial-up internet, burning CDs, and among many other things, MTV TRL, Nickelodeon, well, me more than Emily. And we like to every week revisit what was going on during the week that we're filming. Today, this evening, I guess I should say, is October 8th. It's a Wednesday. We're going to be doing the week of October 5th through October, 11th? Yeah, sure. October 5th through October 11th. So let's get rolling here. So we got some great music, movies. We try to incorporate anything that major happened in the United States, or even if it's in the world, as well as anything from a pop culture perspective. First things first, Mariah Carey, and I think we've brought her up on multiple episodes, which if you're watching this show on YouTube, thank you so much. Hit like or subscribe, or both. That would be nice. To youtube.com/at Do We Have to a Marriage podcast. Or you can reach our show on any of available apps or our website at dowehavto.com. Mariah Carey's Fantasy was the number 1 song.
That's a great song.
Simply Red Fairground is the number 1 UK song.
Don't know them.
Also on the charts in the top 3 are Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. It's fucking dope. And Michael Jackson's You're Not Alone, and Seal's Kiss from a Rose. Now, one thing I do want to say, I know all those songs, and they're wonderful. They're all 30 years old. this year. Right now as we're talking. They're 30 years old.
That's not nice.
It's fucked. You know what Facebook does too? I don't know who puts these videos out. I don't like them. But they're like, oh, this song turned 30 years old today. And it just makes you feel horrifically old.
I'm not a fan of that person either.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, no. What would you say your favorite song is out of those? Fantasy, Gangster's Paradise, Fairground, and Kiss from a Rose. And You're Not Alone.
Definitely Mariah Carey.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
I really like that song, but man, Kiss from a Rose. It's such a banger.
Yeah.
And then the video with the Batman Forever, little clips in the background. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Okay, that's fair. Definitely my second favorite. The Michael Jackson You're Not Alone song is probably my least. Yeah. And I like Michael Jackson. It was just one of my least favorite Michael Jackson songs.
I really like Coolio though too.
Oh God, yeah. Coolio's, well, I mean, yeah, it'd have to be, maybe it's just a three-way tie. I just loved all three of those songs. They're fantastic. Did you see Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer?
I have actually.
And what did you think of it?
We watched it in school for some reason. I can't remember why.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it was fine. On.
The child who never is allowed to watch cable in school, you watch Gangster Paradise. It had to have been high school then, right?
Actually, I think it was college.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, but I have seen it.
Got it. What'd you think?
I mean, it was fine.
That felt horribly unrealistic, but yeah, it was enjoyable and soundtrack was fantastic. Yep.
It's not one that I would recommend to people though.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of movies though, October 6th, Assassins released. No? Oh, solid. No. Sylvester Stallone, Antonio Banderas. Sylvester Stallone is an aging.
I should know that you're going to go through the whole thing.
Sylvester Stallone is an aging and near retirement hitman who wants to complete a couple missions before he, wraps it up and hangs up his gun, so to speak. Okay. And as he's trying to go get these targets, Antonio Banderas, who's a young startup hitman, keeps taking his kills.
Got it.
And then there's some conflict.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Sounds
good. It's a solid action movie. It's not like either one of their best. It's no Desperado. It's no Rocky, but it is. It's a pretty fucking solid banger. Seven still dominating the box office, which we've talked about that the last couple of weeks. That's still number one at the time. If that gives you any indication as far as how great of a movie that is,
still doesn't make me want to watch it.
We're definitely going to watch it. Now, to listen to this one. Now, here's where we get some crazy shit. October 9th, 1995. In Arizona, Amtrak Sunset Limited, which is just a commuter train for people, it derailed, right?
That's awful.
This issue is still unsolved today. So this happened 30 years ago. And it is considered to be a terrorist attack. Nobody died, but there were 78 injuries. And it was, like I said, they don't have any suspects. But I don't know why I was trying to research it. I couldn't tell why it just looks like it was specifically sabotaged, why they deemed it a terrorist attack versus other things, the political, or if there's any type of political motivation or anything of that nature. It didn't really say. So it's interesting. So if anybody's aware of that event, tell us more if you know more about it. But it's very interesting and still unsolved to this day.
I'm glad nobody died though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't like it when people die. Thanks.
No.
Unless it's movies and it's guys I don't like. October 10th, 1995. This is when Apollo 13 and Batman Forever were in the main hold of their release as well. So a lot of movies happening at this time.
I don't know if I've seen Batman Forever.
The one with Tommy Lee Jones? Yeah, this is where Batman is played by, rest in power. I
don't know why you say that.
Because he's the man. What the fuck? Iceman from Top Gun. Please help me. I can't. Val Kilmer. Sorry. Jesus Christ. I should have said Doc Holliday. What is wrong with me? Doc Holliday, Tombstone Emily. It's one of the greatest acting performances of all time. I don't even know what we're even talking about. I don't even know how I can even say Batman. I've never even
seen Tombstone.
You haven't seen Tombstone? First off, don't let Papa Ron ever hear that. Number one.
He's tried to get me to watch it like 3 times.
It's a great movie. It's my favorite Western of all time. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Sam Elliott.
Something.
Movie's fucking dope.
No.
Oh, no, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. And you know who else would love it? Moose.
I'm sure he would.
Yeah, he would. Lots of killing. And but he was the Batman in that, and Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face, and Jim Carrey steps out of his comedic role, even though he's comedic, even though they make him comedic. The Riddler.
Oh, the Riddler.
Oh, you're killing me. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying very hard. These are basic Batman bad guys.
What is it that he wore the green face thing for?
No, he had like the little eye cover. It's green. He's Riddler. And plus, you didn't want people to know who he really is, which is Edward Nygma.
Wasn't there a movie that he had like a full face of green?
It's called The Mask.
What part of Batman is that? Oh, it's not.
Oh my God! Did you really say?
Oops.
Lord, baby Jesus, please.
Moving on.
Give me the strength.
1995.
You want to do good. You want to be good.
Tupac Shakur.
And then things push you. And then you're near the edge.
Was released from prison on a $1.4 million.
You see the abyss. And then you're like, should I jump? No, I shouldn't. But
soon after that, he signed with Death Row Records.
Tupac Shakur. So, you know why he went through prison, right?
No.
Sexual assault.
Oh,
kind of like, I think it was like borderline. Yeah, but it was like, it's really fucked. I don't know if you know about the situation. I mean, I shouldn't comment on it as if I was familiar with what happened, but it seemed fishy. But at the same time, it's just like one of those things where, I don't know. It was weird to me. It's a weird time, especially for black male adult people that were famous back then. Because you had Mike Tyson too, and to this day, he still says that he didn't rape her. You know, or the girl that you know. He was like, so it's just a weird thing. And so same thing here. I think this was like he got like a sodomy charge and like sexual assault, and then so he ends up going to jail. And when he comes out, signs with Death Row Records, like you know, Suge Knight is. He's like like gangster. Yeah. He's in jail now for they couldn't get him for anything, but they got him for tax evasion, I think, or something of that nature. Ooh. Or no, maybe it was more serious than that. Either way, fucker's in jail. But that dude was crazy. But you know what his first album was when they got out? No. When he signed with Death Row?
No.
All Eyes on Me.
Oh.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. And that's a great album too. It's fucking dope as hell.
I really like Tupac. I don't appreciate that our son calls him Tupac.
I know. I don't like that either.
I don't understand.
Yeah, put some fucking respect on his name.
Well,
Keep my favorite hip hop rapper's name out your fucking mouth.
I just don't understand
Shout out Will Smith.
I don't understand how we could get that wrong.
I'm going to tag Will Smith in our description of this episode. Okay. I don't think he'll appreciate it. He won't listen, but
probably not. No.
Yeah, Jada will though.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's All Eyes on Me. Which, by the way, I meant to mention this. February 13th, 1996 is when All Eyes on Me came out. So, about 5 months after he's released from prison, signs with Death Row Records, he does his first initial release, which ends up being a #1 hip hop record.
Yeah. He's a legend.
Absolutely. And thank you all for, well, you know, actually, I was going to mention this or not. But Israel, this is just topical as well, right around that time, October 10th, October 11th, they were strategically starting to withdraw from parts of the West Bank, which is gone opposite as of late.
Sure has.
It's such a heated topic. People were like fucking losing their minds over it and hating on each other for something we're not even over there. I'm not saying you shouldn't have an opinion on it. It's just insane how people are being awful to each other over two countries that have been constantly fighting since and when I say we, meaning Allied powers, placed them in that situation, right after World War II or right during World War II time.
Just
for sure. Wish Jess was here. Aunt Jess was here to fact check me on history stuff.
It's just a very unfortunate situation, I think.
I mean, that's just a very apathetic way of putting it. But yeah, I mean, it's horrible what's happening.
I know my opinion of it, but like, there's no middle. Does that make sense? Like, you don't see anybody say, well, this side has this going for them. If they could just do this, then this side could meet here. And like, there's nobody that's going to find a gray for this situation that's happening. Like, you are either right or left on there. Like, you're either for it or against it, or like complete backing one side or the other. Like, nobody's in the middle.
Well, I mean, regardless of whatever side you fit on, I don't think that the majority of the citizens there are inherently bad. I think, you have your issues with the Hamas government on one side, and then you have what's going on from a military perspective of how Israel is doing military operations with how it's affecting the civilians, meaning, men, women, children that are going on in there. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like you can look at both sides and say there's reasons why they got there. There's reasons why this is happening. And there's reasons why historically 30 fucking years ago, we're still dealing with this where people are acting like this is some fresh new thing. It's not. It's been going on in this sort of time. And honestly, the countries that are in power are really the ones responsible for it, in my opinion, because they got there, they have this resource allocation or this resource of land issue. They're right on top of each other, and they're two completely different cultures that clash with each other. They were placed there, essentially, you know what I mean, in a sense. So I don't know. I feel like you can kind of take a middle view of what's going on, but I don't know. There's people, unfortunately, I do think, like, have your opinion about it. If there's a way you can support whatever your opinion is in a positive way, do it. But just leave each other alone. You know, have a difference of opinion. Just be kind to each other. Be I've seen some hateful shit going on.
Yeah.
With that. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't know I was going to bring that up or not, but I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for getting nostalgic with us. And as you can tell, even if you're getting nostalgic, there's things still happening that happened 30 years ago that are still affecting us today, which is why it's always good to go down that memory road, right?
History
and get deep.
Itself.
It really does. It really does. Getting deep in the 90s. And now Emily and I are going to transition to getting deep with each other by playing a wonderful game called Let's Get Deep by a company called Buy Relatable. Mm-hmm. It's featured on the show, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yes.
That was the friend version of the game. They have this game where it's like, if you want to get to know somebody a little bit better, say you're dating them, or maybe even want to get to know each other better after 13 years of marriage, you can play the Let's Get Deep purple box, you can play the white friends version, or you can play the black sexy time version. All available, Target, Amazon, who don't sponsor us, but you can get them there.
Yeah. And
they have 3 types of cards. They have Icebreaker, Deep, and Deeper. Mm-hmm. What card are we doing today, love?
We're doing a deep card.
Let's fucking roll.
Okay. It says, explain the reasoning behind your tattoos or describe a tattoo you would want to get. I think we've done this before. Mm-mm. No? Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Well, I have three tattoos.
Sure.
I have...
Is there any we can see? Yeah, there you go. There you show them that
one.
It's a beautiful tattoo.
Here, it's a carnation. And the word enough is written into the stem.
It's very beautiful.
And I got that for my little sister, Rebecca, who passed away. The carnation was her birth flower, but it's also her favorite flower. And so I have that for her. I have my evergreen trees.
I as well. I copied you.
You did. I got this as a symbol of our relationship. Mostly I got it for you, not necessarily for us. It was, we've been through some pretty dark times in our marriage and in this life together.
We weathered some storms.
And one thing that is always standing is the evergreen.
Yep.
And so to me, you are my evergreen in the woods. They will pretty much weather anything and still be full and green.
Yeah.
And so that's for us. And then on my side, I will not be showing.
Right.
I have right here, I have our kids' birth flowers and earth symbols to me tattooed on my side.
It's very cool and very hot. Although I shouldn't say hot because it's about our children, but the tattoo area is hot.
Yeah, I just I think of our children, Seamus and Tegan and Maeve, as a symbol of earthly things for me. And so Seamus is my mountain, Tegan is my ocean, and Maeve is my moon. And so they are all three connected. The mountain, the ocean, and the moon are all three touching. And then I have their birth flowers in it. So Seamus and Tegan have the same birth flower. And then Maeve has her own because she was born in June.
She has to be different.
And the other two are born in May.
Yep.
And so their birth flowers also connect to their symbol. So Seamus's connects into his mountain, Tegan's connects to her ocean, and then Maeve's is part of her moon.
Apparently there's a rocket ship going off outside of the house. So
I know.
No, but I love your tattoos.
Airlines.
I think they're awesome. And it's crazy because Emily, I think up until 2-3 years ago, was like her perspective of tattoos was, I'm never going to get one.
Yeah.
And I don't see the point of them. It was so interesting. It's such a 180 as far as that. What do you think changed your mind about it? I don't think I've ever really had this discussion with you.
I don't know.
That's what this game does. Opens up conversations. Like, what?
And I only have them on the left side of my body, and I will only ever get a tattoo on the left side of my body.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know, really, honestly. I think it was just realizing that it wasn't as detrimental as I thought they were growing up.
Got it.
That you could still have them and not look trashy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a societal thing that people put on you. You see people now that are very professional or even very high-level professionals now that have tattoos, which you're right, back in the day that was associated as like something lowbrow.
Yeah, and like I also think I got to the point where I wasn't as concerned about what other people judged me on. And I wanted something that was just for me.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
So
I think it's an amazing way to express yourself. So.
I have them, but I don't flaunt them out to the whole world. I don't necessarily talk about them all the time. They're just there. They're just part of me.
Yeah.
I have some that I know that I'm going to get as I get older and as the kids get older. Seamus has already talked about me and him getting our favorite planet tattooed on ourselves.
Yep, Saturn.
Yeah, we both have and I don't even know where he came up with it, but he loves that planet. It's always been mine because it's the only one with rings.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I just, we have that. And then Tegan and I have talked about one. Maeve is never going to get one, she says. And that's totally fine.
She's just a little version of you.
I will never force anyone to, but if they want to get a tattoo with me, that could be their first tattoo and I would go with them and get the same thing.
Sure. And if anybody's on the fence about it, I highly recommend it. I think it's a very cathartic experience. It's one of those things, though, if you go into it, you really do have to find somebody you trust and you're comfortable with to do it. I mean, it's like to me, it's like getting a doctor or somebody. You want somebody that really understands what you're trying to do with the tattoo and where you're going with it. So, for example, for me, and I won't go as long here in regard. No, I'm not. Why do you always do that?
I don't know.
It's not an affront to you. I'm just saying for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into all my tattoos. I'm just saying you always do that.
Sorry.
If shout out there, any husband or wives that anytime you say something, your spouse takes a personal offense to it as if you're saying something negative about them. I feel your struggle because that's what it is in the Miller household. Anyway, nothing wrong with the length of time you took on explaining yours. I just have a lot of tattoos, so I'm not going to explain all of them. However, I will say I have a Harry Potter sleeve. And yes, I love Harry Potter, but really the whole sleeve, this is all right after and still ongoing through my mental health struggles. There was a lot of, when I read that book, to me, there's a lot of things about, dealing with the dark and finding the light and all these things that I relate back to that. And I love the story, of course. And there's characters that I resonate with a ton, like Sirius Black. I think he's one of the best literary best friends that can ever be. And it's how I aspire to be as a human being. So I have, Sirius Black on my arm. I have his wand. And then I have spattered throughout my arm, I have names. So all the people that are closest to me, and they're not all on there yet. I'm actually getting our executive producer, I'm going to be getting up here with a really cool quote that after I was in the hospital and after Emily and I first got into this house, we were at our kids' party, and he came over to me and he's like, "Oh man, everybody seems so happy and everything's so great. You just think of all the things you would have missed if you weren't here." Ooh. And you know what I mean? And so I'm saving this area once I do go and get a tattoo, which I'd love for him to go with me. But I'm going to get that up here, and then I'm going to have the little, the Marauders map. If you're not familiar with it, that's how all the people that are close to me are going to be on there. It's going to be as if they're walking around on my arm and their little footsteps. So, yeah. That was a fun question.
Yeah, you've got some on your calves, too.
I do. I have Star Wars. So it's more warrior mentality type of stuff. I've got Boba Fett and Asuka. Or not Asuka. That's a pro wrestler. What the fuck am I saying? Oh, my God. Why did I say Asuka? Ahsoka. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get out of this question because thank you everybody for getting deep with this. And see, that's the thing. It's an awesome game. I highly recommend, like I said, even your second date or take it with you on your first date. You're meeting up and having a drink. It's a fun way to make things less awkward or less, you can disarm and have conversations that are healthy. And you end up talking about a lot more than just what the question is. Right.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to get
I've noticed all of yours are like pop culture kind of references, and all of mine are nature.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if you think about it,
I don't know why I've just never.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even like thinking to the ones that I'm going to get, they're all nature.
Yeah. So.
And astrology.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well. But anyway, thanks for getting deep with us. Again, it's Let's Get Deep by Relatable. And we play this game every week.
We do.
And again, you can see it on youtube.com/Do We Have to, a marriage podcast, or all major podcast apps, dowehavto.com.
Yeah.
Now, transitioning to the Do We Have to Talk About It segment, do we have to talk about Bluey? And the top 5 fan conspiracies that are out there.
Yeah.
At least decided by AI. Shout out ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So, Emily, take us in. I know we talked about in the beginning of the show what Bluey overall is about.
Yeah.
And it being, a family of dogs. How do we want to jump in? Do we want to first start with Bluey, the character herself? And I say herself because the first one is an interesting one that I didn't even know about. Well, I don't think I do either. But the first one that came up, and this is one of the ones most discussed, is Bluey is actually a boy.
Yeah.
And that the gender is portrayed ambiguously to normalize gender fluid storytelling.
But it's not. She's clearly a girl. She does.
I think so too. I think sometimes people look into this stuff. There's nothing wrong with being gender fluid or transgender.
No,
it's fine. I just think we tend to it's just over the top. Make a story where there's a transgender person. I think
the writers have also confirmed that this one's false. That she is a she. Bluey is supposed to be a 6-year-old girl, and Bingo is supposed to be a 4-year-old little girl.
Right, that's what I mean. I never really
got. So they've confirmed that they are daughters, that they are she's, and they identify as such.
Sure. Okay, makes sense. So this one was debunked by the people who make the show.
Yeah,
and I know it's shown on Disney. And I should have looked this up. Who actually make it? It's an Australian company that makes the show, right?
Yeah, and I wish you had asked me this.
I'm sorry. I should. I know it's okay. We're focused on conspiracies, not just breaking down the show in general. But I agree. I don't think that's correct at all. Now, Do We Have to crew? Let us know if you feel like Emily and I are completely incorrect, or the makers of the show who decide what the storyline is are incorrect.
And
go to dowehavto.com and submit a question to the show and join our mailing list. Yeah,
there are so many theories for the show and every character that comes in and out of it. So
yeah, no, I agree.
Definitely send us more because I have way more than what's on this list.
Yep.
And I have gone down some big rabbit holes.
Yeah, these are ones that are most talked about. And so let's and we just talked about Bluey. We mentioned Bingo. Let's go with Bingo here. Mm-hmm. So this one, I fuck with this one quite a bit as much as I've watched the show, which is Bingo has a hidden illness.
She does. She has celiac.
That's what it is? Why she's tired and stuff all the time? See, I thought she had Lyme disease, which would make sense to me because ticks and dogs.
Well, they've confirmed that she's
she confirmed? They've
confirmed that she has celiac. But because they talk about gluten-free.
Yeah, that's true.
And non-gluten-free. And there was a time where she was in the hospital for major stomach issues.
That's right, okay.
And healers tend to need a grain-free diet.
Oh, that's genius. Okay, I got it. Okay,
so you have to look at not just the fact that it's so it's not really people things. Disease. It's also what goes back to the dog breed.
Sure. Do you think too, though, that there's maybe something more than just celiac? Because that's what I was thinking too. Because she gets tired a lot, right?
Yeah, but I have celiac and I get tired a lot. I have a thyroid issue and I get tired a lot.
What's what I'm saying? Is there more than just, because that's not, your thyroid's not just related to celiac. So is there something more there that the parents are cognizant with? Because the parents, they do a good job as far as they're very attentive to the kids, and it almost seems like they're compensating for something at times. It's like,
yeah,
well,
maybe.
they're going to make it really count, right?
I mean, I definitely think...
Is Bingo dying?
No, I don't think Bingo's
That's kind of that's when I was reading through this conspiracy, kind of feel like it's like the reason why they are, not saying that it's a bad thing. I just think they're very much like they're on it. You know, they're always trying to make every moment count for these kids. Is there a reason why?
Do I think maybe she could have been the runt of the...
Oh, something like that. Okay. Where it's like, oh, she's the weaker of the pack and you just don't know.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Fair enough. So far, I mean, we're not really conspiracies.
I mean, there's also some that say
debunk things.
There's also some that say Brandy, Chili's sister, is Bingo's actual mom. It was 4 years since she last came to visit.
Right, where she had
really
the baby and they adopted, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was like really struggling to be there, and she says, "I shouldn't have come here." Bingo's 4. She looks just like Brandy.
Yeah. Didn't the mom even say on the show, she's like, "You look just like," and then she stops? Isn't there an episode where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the onesies episode, I think.
Yeah.
They have,
If you guys haven't watched the show, or if like you don't have to have kids to watch this show.
No.
I'm telling you, this show will mindfuck you. It is a good show. The episodes are very quick. They're like 7 minutes. And you start going down a rabbit hole with this show. And you can get it on Disney Plus. I highly recommend. It is a good show. And I defy you not to cry at certain episodes.
Yeah. But it could also be a hint that Brandy is having fertility issues too. So
that's a good point.
One of those. There's also a theory that Chili had a miscarriage.
Okay. But that's not one of our top ones, right?
No.
That's crazy. See, there's 10 million of these things, guys. So, of course, we've gone over Bluey actually being a boy, Bingo having a hidden illness. Now, what I will say, though, before, I want to challenge the Do We Have to crew. What is the episode where they're going to move?
The Sign.
Yeah. What episode is that? What season? What episode? Do you know? Isn't it like the last episode of season
3?
Watch anybody on the Do We Have to crew or anybody listening right now. Go to Disney Plus. Watch season 3, last episode. This moving sign or whatever it's called.
The Sign.
The Sign. Thank you. Watch it to the end. Tell me you didn't cry. I defy you. I challenge you. Challenge.
Cried like a baby.
All right. Number 3.
Yeah.
Bandit is a secret millionaire. Now, for everybody, can you explain who Bandit is?
Bandit is the dad. And to kind of go along with that theory, they say, that the house is too big.
Doesn't quite fit for the lifestyle and what they have materialistic wise.
Right. He's an archaeologist, but the theory also goes deeper in that he's in the black market within the archaeology world, and B, that it's actually the house that he grew up in, because there are 3 sets of footprints leading up to the house in the sidewalk or whatever. And that is supposed to be for his brothers, Stripe, Rad, and Bandit. So the 3 of them going up. But Rad, I think, is the step brother because it's Nana and Bob, I think. Yeah. Bob, they call him Bob. They don't call him Grandpa.
Yeah.
So I think Rad is the step brother.
Can I say something about what I think it is?
Yeah.
So I agree. I think he is a secret millionaire, but you want to know why I think that?
Why?
I think we got ourselves an Ozark situation, Jason Bateman shit going down. Now, I agree with your black market archaeology thing. I think he helps drug dealers smuggle drugs through archaeological artifacts.
Well, so he digs up bones for a living, and Chili works at the airport security.
Yes, I think it's a combination. It is classic.
Ships them out.
I think they're working together.
Yep.
Just like on the show Ozarks, just with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also love the fact that they say the house is too big. But if you go back to the theory of like the magic and the kids, like their imagination, like it's the kids growing the house. not necessarily the house being too big.
Well, and I think that's it. The other thing, right? So the fourth one too, the show is a metaphor for parenting burnt out. Kids mirror the adult struggles.
Yeah.
And so like, I do think there's that constant feeling of like, things aren't big enough or things seem to appear what they aren't. Mm-hmm. But what do you think? I mean, I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I think it's interesting. At some of these, it's almost like these are just the most talked about things, but like, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I don't know if you've done a lot of research on the creators of the show and talking about the show, but there's no way they didn't create a whole arm of this show and the story arc behind it to relate to parents in the struggle of living life, being individuals, having a family, and then being the best parents you can be at the same time, and what all that entails and how it's a motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, and you also have to go back to the fact that it's a group of dogs. And so one way that the dogs, one way that dogs communicate and thrive within the world is by playing. Yeah. So like the parents being so eager to play with the kids, like always playing. Yeah. That's one way they communicate to each other. That's one way they socialize. Like they are a very physical breed instead of like talking. So like they all kind of tire themselves out. But you notice like puppies will be going and going and going. And that's so like the parents never say no when it comes to them playing with the kids. And the kids' imagination and like the magic of it can be both like a symbol of like the fact that it is them being kids and having the imagination and being in an imaginary play, or it could be the fact that Bluey is actually narrating the show as an adult. And this is her talking about
interpretation or her perception
like of how she grew up, like how it was such a great magical life that she had when she was younger, talking to her kids. Like, so it could be a nostalgic thing.
Sure.
Or it could just be like, okay, because dogs play and do all of this, like what do kids thrive on when they're younger and need more of? They need to use more of their imagination instead of tablets and screens. And
I think it's a lot of parallels to human beings. I mean, I think that we are physical beings, and we're living in a society that's constantly telling us it's bad to be physical all the time. And there's no wonder that there's a lot of families out there, ours included, that at times you can be in a depressed state as a family. And I think a lot of it is because there's that lack of naturally forced social interaction at times, because the world as we know it is really geared towards separating people out and addicting them to fucking dopamine spikes. Yeah. But it's part of also, you can't get away from it either, but I think it's just being mindful of it. And I think that show just shoves it right in your face. Yeah. Like
there are episodes where the kids have their screens and their tablets and like they go crazy for it and stuff. Like there's one where they're on like a road trip or something and they pack their iPad away. Yeah. It goes into like a crazy nightmare, but then most of what you see is them using things around the house and turning it into something magical, which I think is awesome. A big struggle for families. Like it's a lot. Like it's so easy to just give them your phone or give them the screen or give them the TV. Now, have we sat and like completely rotted the day away watching Bluey? Absolutely. Yeah. But
it's a good playbook though. I think there's some things you can take from it. So if parents struggling with anything, especially on the play side of things or imagination or just tackling different things, it may sound silly, but just like this project that Emily and I have here with Do We Have to a Marriage podcast, just providing relatable things where you can see what good things are done, what bad things are done, and how it happens, and kind of be able to then, make good decisions off it. That's a show that can do that. I know it sounds dumb, but it's true. I believe it at least. So the
last one they have is that
this is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I love.
Why?
Because I love apocalyptic shit. I think it's awesome, and it makes fucking sense. All the humans have been destroyed on the world, probably from some sort of nuclear fire, which has then caused mutation with the dogs. They're able to be the intelligent forms of life. Now they've taken over. No such thing as humans anymore. We've probably evolved for thousands of years at this point, and now you have Bluey.
No.
Absolutely. And you know what the archaeology stuff is? It's all about like humans. Like, oh, we found these fucking monkey looking human things.
Oh my God.
And we have museums
Okay. Well,
and we're sneaking the drugs in them. It's fucking dope.
I didn't clue that.
Maybe there's a Walking Dead situation for a little bit. And the dogs are the ones that survive.
Like our bones are what they're digging up.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely. Like the old civilization, which was the intelligent, like at one time, the intelligent, species and the species in power was humans. And now it's the ones that were perceived to be pets at one time now are the evolved ones that are still left, and they're digging up our bones.
Wow.
That's my favorite one.
I didn't even go down that road.
I fucking love it. The drug deal, them being a part of associated with supporting a drug cartel and the post-apocalyptic, those are my two favorite. And Do We Have to, crew? Please let us know. Write to Emily and I. Tell us if there's one that's awesome that you want us to talk about. Let us know what it is. Respond to our socials that we'll be putting out, and we'll be giving the socials later. But also write us dowehavto.com. Sign up for our mailing list. Eventually, we'll be sending out some good content on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. And just let us know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite of those?
I don't know. Maybe the burnout one is probably mine. Yeah. Just because it's more relatable to me.
Sure. Makes sense.
I really I thought there would be more about like who Bluey marries, whether it was Mackenzie or Jean-Luc.
Oh, sure. But a theory, that's more of like a prediction as opposed to a theory about something that's
stories.
Happening. Yeah.
Muffin is probably my favorite character. She's the sassy cousin.
Nice.
She's the one that's naughty.
Sure.
Or as Maeve would call her, cheeky.
Yes.
I love that my child talks like Bluey.
Yeah, I do too.
She told us last night to stop squabbling. Mm-hmm. And we were like, what?
I always liked it when she for a long time.
Ages.
Yeah, it takes ages. And then for a long time she would say, what's P for?
She's busting.
She's busting.
And
I miss that.
And
she doesn't say that really anymore. She
likes to go outside with the dogs and tell the dogs to take a bush wee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Highly recommend, guys.
I am in love with everything. There's
Bluey's
nothing negative about this show.
No, I think it's a solid show, and I think anybody can watch it. And it's highly recommend. You can watch it now on Disney Plus. It's got all the seasons and episodes on there. And again, I defy you. I challenge you. Season 3, last episode. Watch it. Tell me that you didn't cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's just a good, healthy show. And on top of that, us getting healthy has always been such an important thing. I want to transition now into our wonderful Peloton team, the Do We Have To crew.
Yes, take over.
We're coming back to talk about our top 20. So Emily and I, if this is the first time listening to the show, thank you for joining. We've gone through quite a health journey over the last 3-4 years. And I'm running up on I'm getting ready to do my next colonoscopy. So I think I've talked about this before. My mom passed away when I was 21 from cancer, from colon cancer. So I started getting colonoscopies on a regular basis 4 years ago since my last one. I was getting a colonoscopy and I was near about 400 pounds. And while that colonoscopy was happening, I coded, stopped breathing. They didn't realize it till I was completely blue. Got me out of it. I got asphyxiation pneumonia. Was in the hospital for several days. My boss was a real fucking asshole about it, by the way. Not my one I'm working for right now. The one for my previous company. She was the worst person ever about it.
New company, new boss.
Yes, of course. No, I just wanted to shit on her. Every time I take an opportunity to shit on. Shout out to anybody dealing with horrible micromanager, people who shouldn't be in a management position. I feel you. So anyway, I coded and they said, you're not going to live very long if you don't get some of this weight off of you. So Emily and I talked through it. We decided to get gastric bypass surgery. That's what they said. Gastric bypass surgery. And we started really dedicating ourselves to working out, the physical, eating somewhat better, but mainly, the physical. And then of course, altering our body to not take in as much food. And we've been very successful with that. I'm down into the 170s. Emily's lost over 150 pounds, and we've been keeping it off. Mm-hmm. We started this Peloton team because Peloton, even though they sell devices, hardware, you can have this app and you can do just general exercises. You don't have to own any of the equipment. It can track, and we can all support each other.
And so they do not support us, but if they would ever like to.
Exactly. We use Peloton.
We do.
obviously, you be a part of the Do We Have to crew no matter what. However, if you want to actually join our team, it is the Do We Have to crew. We announced the top 20 of the most time worked out, and we're going to do a little tweak to this going forward. I'm going to start announcing, because we record in the middle of the week, I'm going to start announcing where we're at currently for the week, just to motivate everybody. Hey, here's where the top 20 is right now. You can change that, get out there, and let's work out together, right? So top 20. Number 1 right now currently for this week, which is the week of October 5th through October 11th. Brown Eyes 19 from Birmingham, UK. Shout out United Kingdom. She's at 8 hours and 28 minutes. She's killing everybody right now. Number 2 is Krabby Cakes from KC, 4 hours, 52 minutes. Barbie Gal, KC, 4 hours, 18 minutes. When I say KC, Kansas City. Stacey Osterthan in Missouri, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Aroka Fan, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Rook Fan, we don't know where you are. So I'm sorry about that. It doesn't say. Pelodano Sorass from KC, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Michaela Brain from KC, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Rock Chalk Stelts from Kansas, 3 hours and 19 minutes. At number 9, Do We Have to Pod KC? That is me, and you can follow me, add me on Peloton. That's at 3 hours and 12 minutes. Go Unicorn Go KC, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Inspired Jayhawk KC, 2 hours, 36 minutes. Casey Lama out of Kansas City, 2 hours and 13 minutes. Shanna Banana Can, number 13, for 2 hours and 11 minutes. Number 14, Fit Queen Lisa out of Overland Park, Kansas, 2 hours, 8 minutes. Not a Runner Katie from Kansas. She's a teacher, by the way. Shout out to all the teachers out there. 2 hours. Rich Tolkien from Omaha, Nebraska, 1 hour and 58 minutes. And number 17, who you can also follow and is a host of the show.
Did I make it?
Emily_in_KC from Kansas City, 1 hour and 48 minutes. See what happens when you come with me to the gym?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Number
so
18,
excited.
Vito63 out of Mississippi. Shout out Mississippi, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Penny F out of Toronto, Canada, 1 hour, 25 minutes. And coming in at number 20 right now, Pickleball Pello in Las Vegas, Nevada, 1 hour and 22 minutes. Still got time to get into the top 20. Still got time to work out and finish at the top this week. We got to try to catch
Nobody's allowed
Brown
to kick
Eyes.
me off.
We got to keep working out, girl. See, this is why I like this better. Motivate everybody. Let's get out and work out. I'll see you guys at the gym tonight. Let's just keep tracking. And hey, if you haven't joined the team yet, go out to Peloton. You can download the app and join the Do We Have to crew.
Yes.
Absolutely. And then, of course, our socials. So we're pretty much on every major social media provider. We put out shorts every week. Feel free to comment on them. We'll have some about Bluey and the things we talked about on today's show. You can go to our archives, or you can follow us on socials to see what else other topics we've talked about. Mm-hmm. You can reach us on X at Do We Have to Pod. You can reach us on Instagram, Threads, or Facebook at do.we.have.to. On TikTok, it's at Do We Have to Marriage Pod. And then, of course, YouTube, where you can get the video content of our show, but also shorts, is youtube.com/ at Do We Have to a Marriage Podcast. And then we have our website where you'll have our full archive of audio and can access YouTube at dowehavето.com. You can also sign up for our mailings and reach out to us on the show, and we'll gladly discuss whatever you would like. You have questions, you have those sorts of things. Let us know, and we'll discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So final thoughts, Em. Bluey, 90s nostalgia, our Let's Get Deep topic. What are your overall thoughts on the show today, and what do you have for the Do We Have to crew?
Go watch Bluey.
I agree. There's a lot of things in this world that aren't great examples, and those are important too. My cousin Tyler, shout out Tyler, there was an episode he listened to, and he reached out to me afterwards, and he goes, there's never somebody who isn't an example or a good example. They're either a good example of what to do, or they're a good example of what not to do. And I thought that was really a very profound thing to say. And it's a very good point. Yeah. We need to constantly be learning. And it's not just about things that we want to see ourselves doing or those we esteem to be doing the right things. We need to be learning from every situation and everything. And I think this show is a great opportunity, even if it may seem silly. It's a kid's show. It's a really great opportunity to learn about life and maybe model some things around that show.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember Blue's Clues when we were growing up?
I fucking hated that show.
Oh, okay.
Do you really associate that with Bluey?
No, I don't.
Okay. I was like, don't taint Bluey with Blue's Clues.
No. To anyone, though, that grew up on it, remember when Steve came on social not too long ago, and asked us how we were doing, and we all like had a breakdown.
Okay,
similar to the one that Elmo had with us. Bluey is going to be that for our kids.
I think so too. I think it's going to have more of a positive, and profound impact.
Yes, and I think that hopefully they won't just immediately start crying when Bluey asks them how life is going.
I will. I don't even need to wait for the kids. I'll do it. So
I just think it's positive.
Absolutely.
There's
it's great.
Negative.
You can't hate on it. If you're hating on it, you're looking for something to hate. And do we have to, crew? Have a wonderful rest of your week. Go out, go get them. But while you're out and going to get them, don't be an asshole. I love you, Rosebud.
I love you too, doll.
Wake up, I'm about to shake up every little thing, show you all that we can be. Come dance in my clothes.